Happening right now, more than 1,000 volunteers. They are counting the number of people who are sadly experiencing homelessness all around the valley.
This is all part of an annual survey to better understand the homelessness crisis in the valley. 12 News journalist Troy Lynch is live in Phoenix. You're actually walking along with some of those volunteers, getting a better understanding of how this process works, Troy.
Yeah, absolutely. We were actually just walking with 4 Arizona State students who are a part of the count this morning. We're here at 16th Street and Van Buren, just looking for people who are experiencing homelessness and trying to survey them to see how many people around the valley are experiencing homelessness. Now, I want to bring in Matt Finley. He's an Arizona State student, but also he works for the Maricopa Association of Governments. Can you just explain the process a little bit of what we're doing today?
Yeah, for sure. So our goal today is to complete what's called the street count for the point-in-time count. We walk down essentially every single street across the entire valley and survey anybody we see who is experiencing homelessness, ask them questions and get a better sense of what brings them to the point where they are today, what challenges have they experienced, and that gives us a better sense of what resources we need to bring in for the whole region.
And I think it's over 1,000 volunteers around the valley doing this morning?
Yes, definitely. Each city, town, and the county as a whole run their own programs and volunteer teams going out through every single square mile, scouring the whole town.
I mean, that's a lot of work. A lot of people kind of involved in this. How many years have you been a part of this?
Yes, so this is my second year a part of the pick count in Phoenix. And then previously I worked at a shelter in DC and was a part of the pick count there.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, but I know Phoenix is probably has the most people that are experiencing homelessness right now. So what is it like, just kind of from your guys' perspective, going around and asking these people, the kind of difficult questions of, how they got to the point where they're at now?
Yeah. It's definitely different person to person. And I think it's really, we get a lot of good information and feedback from individuals. The quantitative feedback that we're able to put into those surveys, but also then the qualitative feedback that we're able to bring back to our team and say, hey, this is some additional insight that we learned, and the support and resources that we need to bring in to make sure we're helping people and uplifting them out of their homelessness and out of poverty.
And I know the count started at 6 a.m. this morning. We haven't seen anybody around this area just yet, but I know just last year there were a little over 9,400 people that were counted in this survey. Have you seen the trend going up or down in the recent years?
Yeah, so last year, 9,400 was a little bit of a dip. We saw higher rates of sheltered homelessness and lower rates of unsheltered homelessness, which is great. That's what we want to see. And hopefully we see that trend this year. The year prior to that, we actually had the highest increase of unsheltered homelessness for a couple subpopulations for the country. We saw our counts of youth homelessness raise the highest. So we are hoping to see our trend from last year continue for this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Matt, thank you so much for your time and what you're doing today. Guys, we're going to send things back to you, and we're going to be traveling along with Matt for the count for a little bit longer.
Yeah, this is so important when they do this work out there, and we really appreciate it. Troy, we'll check back in with you in a little bit.